What's up, George? What's going on in the House of Craze tonight?
It's Craze tonight. We have Mr. Pops Van Zant, and he's going to be talking to us about his new Kickstarter, the Madness, on Roku. So we're going to talk about that, and we're also going to have a topic for today. So check us out in just a few minutes.
Let's get it.
We are the only show for independents all around, giving you a platform to spread your word all over town. Catch the Craze is the place to promote to your fans with the dream of Medina and Sam the Crazy Man. Subscribe to our show and never miss an episode. It's time to get your mans, listen to us on the go. Updated every week, we never miss a day. Join the squad, come on in. It's time to catch the Craze. If you are an independent, catch the Craze. Making moves on your own, catch the Craze. On your grind in the streets, catch the Craze. Join the movement, catch the Craze.
Yeah, George, we did it again. Come on now. You know you want to do it. Catch the Craze. Welcome to Catch the Craze podcast. I'm your host with the most, Sam the Crazy Man, and I with
George the Dreamer Medina. What's happening, everyone? Welcome to another exciting episode of Catch the Craze. We are live once again. It is Tuesday night, September 5th, and we have quite a show for you guys today. We have Mr. Pops Van Zant. He's going to be joining us in just a few minutes. Paul is in the house. Catch the Craze. There you go. Yeah, we're going to be talking to him today, and we're going to be talking to him about a new project that he's got out. He's got on Kickstarter right now. Looks like the Madness is going to Roku, and they're doing all right. They're doing pretty well there. It's a 50. What I think it's a 60-day campaign. They've been up for like 4 days, I think. So we're going to be talking to him. We're also going to be talking about, are your expectations unrealistic? Are they unrealistic? We're going to be talking about that. But before we do so, if you haven't done so yet, what up, PG? If you haven't done so yet, please subscribe to the channel. Give us a like, comment, share this bad boy. Share it out so you know we are out here doing our thing.
Word.
And yeah, Sammy, what's happening, my brother? Oh, you got a show this weekend, don't you?
Yeah, I got a show. Me and my boy Paulie G. What's up? We're listening to his ass.
At least.
Luke Pons into his ass.
Ooh.
Yeah. Me and Paulie G. We're heading over to College Station Comic Con. Your boy's gonna be there. Bam! Right. So check me out at College Station Comic Con. It's gonna be fun. Unfortunately, College Station doesn't give you your booth assignments until you get there. So I can't tell you where I'm gonna be. I just know that I'm there. And so I have about 20 new prints. It's going to be hot. I'm excited about that. I also got a new limited edition trading card, which is part of the Samurai series for Duty, which is a book that's coming at the end of next year. So if you were lucky enough to get your hands on this version, this is version 1. You're going to want to get yourself this one right here. Bam! Right. So, and again, this is also available if you sign up. If you sign up to the Kickstarter, you send me an email confirming you signed up, and then you pledge when we go live, you will get your hands on the second edition card. It's a limited run, which is going to be part of the Samurai series special edition story that I'm working on for Designated in My Toilet for Duty himself. What's up, San Martino into his house? Yeah, so that's exciting. Again, so like I said, the Kickstarter landing page is up. There are 27 people who signed up so far. I'd love to get to 100 before we go live. Again, there it is. All you have to do is sign up, send me an email you signed up, and then you'll get this limited edition card when you pledge when we go live. Special shout out to Puerto Rico. I got some orders on my website from Puerto Rico. So shout out to mi gente out there. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I want that card. Yeah. So I'm excited, man. Issue number 6 is getting ready to rock. In October 2nd, we'll go live right here on Kickstarter. And before, I think that's all I got right now. And then I have Arlington Comic Con in October. So it's College Station this weekend, Arlington in October, and I think I'm done for the rest of the year. I was going to do something else in December, but I decided I think I'm going to put a pause and enjoy the holiday season and try to take a break and then kick it off in the new year with issue number 7 of Disneyland on my toilet.
There you go, man. There you go. There's a lot going on.
Yeah.
Going on already.
What about with you?
Yeah, no, make sure you guys sign up. Yeah, no, I'm chilling, man. I'm actually this weekend, I'll be at Baltimore Comic Con. I'll just be walking the floor with my friend, Mr. Jonathan Syfax. We're heading out there. We'll be there. Michael Sammartino will be there. He's going to be chilling. His booth number or his table number, if you guys are interested, is D18. D as in David 18. So check him out. Technic Gods will be there. Issues 1 through 4 for the people who are, the growing fan base. So big shout out to Michael, man. He's doing his thing. This is good.
Yeah, man. I can't wait to find out what happens, man.
Yeah. It's a good little series. So check it out. Technic Gods, go to his website and check that out there. So I'll be there with Jonathan. We're going to be walking the floor. We're going to be doing our thing. Make sure that you guys, if you haven't done so yet, go to the Any One World website, anyoneworld.com. Soft launch. Interesting. Okay. Yeah. Anyoneworld.com. For Russ 5377, my boy. Issues 1, 2, and 3 are there now. I am releasing them every month. Yeah, I'm releasing them every month. So it's going to be a 6-issue run. Check it out. Next one comes out at the end of this month. So you definitely want to check that out. Go to my website, getyourmeds.com. And I have a little announcement to make today. I will be launching a YouTube channel with a podcast about writing. October, just like Sam. Look at that.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
When in October, bro? But okay, wait, tell your announcement.
Yeah, no. So so I am going to be basically debuting a quick little teaser tonight for the podcast that I have coming out in October. So I don't know if you have that keyed up. Sammy, you want to throw that up there? Ooh,
you like that? You like that, right? That's how you should have ended it.
That quality was kind of suspect.
You know what it is? You sent me, you sent me a low res, and I tried to expand it to 1980, but it didn't work.
No, you know what it is? Those videos, and those for those kids watching, never text videos.
Never text Dropbox.
Email them, Dropbox them. But yeah, no, man, I'm excited about this. It's gonna be cool. Big shout out to Mr. Morgan Quaid, who did the music for that. He's awesome, man. Morgan Quaid. He's got a book right now. He's got a Kickstarter right now called Dusk Witch. So check that out. Dusk Witch.
Like sandwich.
Yeah. It's actually on Kickstarter right now. So check him out. Morgan Quaid. Big shout out. Thank you very much, sir, for that beat. So yeah, so I'm gonna be interviewing writers, and it's gonna be geared towards specifically just writing. It's not gonna be to promote your, whatever you have going on right now. It's just two people talking about the art of comic writing. So I'll ask questions about writing, and that's what we're going to be talking about. Obviously, within the show notes and stuff like that, we'll promote whatever it is you're doing. But the point of the show is just to
all you Kickstarters, head over to Get Your Meds.
Yeah. I mean, if there's I'm down to do shows about that kind of stuff. But this particular show is strictly for writing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Here goes.
Important. Are AI writers allowed on your show? Not yet, dog. Not yet.
Our computers. I'm a PC. Can I come?
Remember that commercial? I'm a PC. Yes. I'm a Mac. Yeah. No. So that's going to be exciting. I have a few shows already lined up. They're pre-recorded also. They're not live. So it's all pre-recorded stuff. But yeah, I'm excited, man. That'll be in October. Actually, Hades, Paul Hades. Hayden is going to be on the show. He's going to be he's the inaugural episode. So check that out. October. I will have more news as we go along. But yeah, bro, that's what's going on in the house of Craze right now, bro. We have a lot going on, especially for the fall. For the fall, it's going to be.
I forgot to plug A Kid in a Comic though. A Kid in a Comic. If you haven't gotten your copy of A Kid in a Comic, it's a newspaper, a comic strip newspaper. Homage to the old days of comic strips. That's how I got into comics, right? And it has a collection of tons of amazing comic strips by fantastic creators. And Duty's in it. And in the second paper, Duty is not only in there as a comic strip, but it is also on how to draw Duty tutorial in there as well. So you can have it delivered to your home or ask your local comic shop or bookstore to pick it up. Go to akidinthecomic.com, akidinthecomic.com. So shout out to them. They're doing big things. I almost forgot to shout them out.
Yeah, no, awesome, dude, awesome. Yeah, so we're gonna be doing that, and then I'm looking forward to next year, bro. There's so much stuff going on next year for us, as far as just projects and things like that. Obviously with all the conventions that are coming up, we're obviously going to be doing more conventions, so that's good. I remember just not too long ago, bro, when we were wondering if we were ever going to do conventions again. And now,
if they have it their way, they probably do another round of shutdowns this winter because you can see the lingering effects of things that are coming. So I'm just
but I think I don't know. I guess people's mindset has changed a little bit.
I'm like, that's why I moved to Texas.
That's what I mean. That's what I mean. Yeah, well, you didn't have to move to Texas to do that, but
I'm out. New York.
I mean,
New York has 13,000 apartments that are vacant in the city.
It's not that serious. It's not that. I live in New York. It's not.
And they're getting rid of Airbnbs. You can't even make money out there anymore.
Oh boy.
Just say it.
Just saying,
New York, it's a wonderful town.
Back to our regular scheduled program now. Let's talk a little about creativity. Actually, you know what? Why don't we get into the topic for today, Sammy? Why don't we do that?
Is it a couple of cities have started mass? Yeah, no. I think it's San Antonio was one of them. But yes, we do have a topic of the night. And let's get our meds.
It's time for your medicine.
Are your expectations unrealistic?
Yeah, buddy. Are they unrealistic? Talk to me, Sam. We were talking earlier today. You were like, yo, what about this one? What about that? Yes. So what's going on? So are your expectations unrealistic?
Talk to me, baby. Come and talk to me. Anyway, so I'm a purveyor, right? I'm an observer. I've been an indie player for quite a bit, and and I've seen, I've been one of those who've had great expectations and reality set in, and you didn't meet it, right? And the reason why I brought that up because there's a significant impact when you have unrealistic expectations. What it does for your confidence, what it does for your mental health, what it does for your vision. You start thinking you're a failure when you don't hit that benchmark that you set for yourself, but you may have missed some things to consider before you've created that expectation, right? So how often do we see it where because unfortunately today everybody likes to share their trials and tribulations on social media, and you see it by all these posts or whatever, and you hear like, how come I don't have 100 backers, and how come this is not happening, and how come that's not happening, and it's everything. Maybe your expectations were too high, right? And so now you're beating yourself up, and you're beating yourself in the chest, and you're slamming those poor keyboards, right? Those keys are getting slammed. Like, why aren't you backing me, right? So, at what point do you level set and say everything happens in moderation and there has to be a long game? I think what happens is when it becomes unrealistic is when you expect the short game to be the end all be all. You're expecting a quick return, right?
Yeah. Great expectations. It was very long book. Charles Dickens was quite the long-winded writer, wasn't he? Yeah, no, listen, I live, I mean, my rule in life is simple, man. It's expect nothing, get everything. I mean, when you have, just in general, when you have expectations, you're easily, you're bound to be disappointed because it's never going to live up to your expectations. Things very rarely do they live up to your expectations. I go to movies with low expectations, bro. So that when I walk out of that movie theater, I'm like, oh, that movie wasn't bad. Because if I go in there with high expectations, I'm going to walk out like, what the hell did I just spend my money on?
Yeah.
And I think when we're planning our campaigns, when we're doing this, I'm not saying don't put your heart into it, but when you're done, and Gwyneth Paltrow was good in it though. World domination, that's too much to ask. Just the top half. Yeah, man. I think just temper your expectations when it comes to anything, bro. Just anything in general. I think if you walk in there, oh man, well, I'm gonna make so much money in this campaign. Yeah, you don't know. You don't know.
You don't know.
All you can do is prepare, man. Prepare, and hope for the best. Hope for the best, bro. Don't expect.
That's what I say. I say, it's almost like in Sparta, right? Give them nothing, but take from them everything, right? But I think for me, the only expectation I have for me is to complete what I started. That's my expectation. Finish what you started, Sam, right? And have fun, right? And one of the things is like, don't pick up the stylus, because now I do everything digitally. Don't pick up the stylus unless you're in the creative mode. Don't force it, right? So those are my expectations for myself. But when it comes to convention appearances, book signings, or crowdfunding, my expectation is do what you can to get funded. Anything above that is fantastic because it helps the long game, right? But you gotta be a realist, right? It's like the world is saturated. There's a lot of competition out there. There's a lot of product out there. There's a lot of choices for people. So you got to be realistic and you got to be methodical, I think, and it's got to be a slow build. You got to, and I use, JD Calderon and Daphne as examples of slowly building and cultivating their fan base. And so over the years of grinding and grinding, they've been building and building and building, right? It wasn't an overnight success, right? And they're still not where they want to be, but they understand that it's an investment, right? So when you go in with that mindset, you sleep better at night, right? When you go in that mindset saying that I understand that the result of my efforts will determine the outcome, but when you're trying to influence people and wallets, it's going to take time.
Oh, well, I mean, you don't know. You really
don't know.
You don't know what,
Some things might pop off and some things won't.
You don't know what, was going to make them, open up their wallets for you. I think, but all you can do is prepare yourself. All you can do is, when I say prepare yourself, I mean, complete your book. Make sure it's quality stuff, make sure that if somebody does want to buy it, it's ready for them.
Yeah.
I think those are the things. I'm going to Baltimore this week, and I love to walk around the show and check out how everybody's doing. Michael's going to be at the show. I'm sure he's hoping that he sells out. Now, I hope he doesn't expect to sell out, because if he doesn't, then he'll be disappointed when he does not sell out. But you got to be ready. You got to be ready.
Yeah.
you got to be ready to get in there and do what you got to do.
It's like I went to Puerto Rico and I learned a lot about Puerto Rico, right? So I didn't do my homework and I should have listened to JD Rosario. Shout out to JD Rosario. I should have listened to him when he said, "Yo, it's a big anime crowd," and I didn't. I was like, Duty will be fine because my style is cartoony, whatever. And my anime prints were killing it out there, right? And so I was like, all right, so now I'm going to College Station, which is also a big anime crowd, which is why I did all these duties as characters, anime characters, right? And they got a lot of requests from people from my art channel saying, hey, do you have duty as this or you have duty as that? So I got about 20 new prints. I'm going to be focused on that. And that's going to be my entry to introducing the book, right? So they see it from the top. Oh, I like that. Do you have this? But my goal is to try to move product. But what my expectation is just make back my costs, right? Anything beyond that, I'm excited. It's all, that means I have to put into work. That means I have to hustle. That means I have to do a lot of promotion, right? But my expectation is, Sam, when you go there, your goal is to make your money, but there's a chance you won't, right? So, and you know that, but you know, because it's my first time. Anytime you do an event for the first time, there's always that risk because you don't know. But
So,
if you
right,
do it
so-
successfully, you come back, you're like, all right, next year I know what to do.
Yeah. So let me ask you this. So, okay. So in line with the topic that we're talking about, right? We're talking about are your expectations unrealistic? If you go into an anime show and you have anime prints and you expect to
Of my
sell,
character.
okay, yeah,
Yeah,
fine.
yeah,
But dressed up as an anime character, right?
yeah,
Because
yeah.
he's not, because Duty isn't anime yet, but
Right.
he's a cosplayer. So you go into this show, into an anime show with anime prints of your character. If you expect to sell a lot of those, are those expectations unrealistic? I don't think they are.
No, so I think if you
No.
give yourself a number, I'm going to sell 1,000. That's unrealistic, right? I expect to be able to use those images as a point of entry to start the conversation to try to pitch my book and connect with the customer. That's the way I look at it, right? So I'm looking at it because they're high, you know, there's many, right? And they walk, and that's what's been happening. They come over, oh my God, look at this, oh my God, who is this character? And that's how it starts the conversation. So I use that as a point of entry. Now I have to have the ability to convince them to open up the book, read the first couple of pages, and then bring them in and get them to invest in the book, right? So my goal is hopefully I did a good enough job with my illustrations to influence and inspire people to come over. And from that point on, whatever happens when I engage them will determine the outcome. But my goal is to attract more people. That's basically what the goal is, right? And then hopefully I'll move the product. But the expectation is make back all your costs. Anything above that, I'm excited.
So wait, okay. So there's another expectation, making back your costs. Is that unrealistic? Do you think?
That's not unrealistic. I don't think
No.
so.
Why not?
Because all depends on how much you spent.
Well,
It all depends on that's the variable, right? That all depends on how much.
but that's the point, right? There's always variables,
Yes,
right?
right.
There's always something
You have
that's
to
gonna,
consider.
you got to consider. You got to consider so many things,
Yeah.
and then when you set that expectation, then maybe it's a little more realistic because you've included all these variables into your equations that you're doing to be able to make, whether it's the money, whether it's the sales, whatever it is. You know, I think you can set realistic expectations.
Yeah.
But as long as you take all these things into consideration.
Yes, like if you're doing a San Diego Comic Con,
Right.
you're gonna spend a couple of G's to do San Diego Comic Con, from the table, the airfare, the hotel, the food, and the cost of printing your goods and whatever. So you get a couple of G's to make that back. If you haven't cultivated a fan base and there's no demand out there, knowing that you're going to be there, if you're going out as a regular indie, to expect to make that back, it's a high risk of loss, right? A high risk that you're going to be drinking every night at the bar saying this is bullshit, right? It's like, I can't believe this, right? And then you're going to go on social media like, oh, this place sucks, right? So it's you got to know there's a risk. If you went to the Art of Sammy, you saw my experience at Puerto Rico. While it was a positive, I moved a lot of books. I didn't move enough product to make back my investment, right? So I took a loss financially, but it was a big win. I connected with a lot of people. A lot of people subscribed from Puerto Rico to my art channel. A lot of even now, I got another order from Puerto Rico. So I made enough of an influence for the long game to try to make sure I continue to cultivate that fan base and build on that. But there was risk, and I knew it was a risk. I knew the week going up there, like, oh, I got to make all this back.
Well, yeah, because there was no refund.
There was no refund. Yeah,
you couldn't back out
because they weren't going to get my money back.
Yeah,
and
you couldn't back out. Yeah.
So I said, you know what? When I realized that, when I got there, I said, just have fun, Sam. Whatever you do, just have fun. Even when it rained on my booth, all the things that went wrong, right? And I just went and because I had fun, I came back and I felt good because I looked at all the positives from it. So yeah, there are going to be times. Conventions are a risk for anybody. You know, you never know. I mean, I did a few last year here in Texas. Some of them I took a loss, and some of them I did well. Right, this year I've been on a positive trajectory, which is really good. Right, so it's a gamble no matter what you do, but just set realistic expectations for yourself so that way you're not at the bottle, at the bar and just like downing your sorrows.
Lori's in the house. What's up?
Hey, what's up?
I think, definitely. For those people, for those who maybe are doing conventions this year or going to the conventions this year, I think set those expectations realistically. I would say set them low. I would say don't even just go in there and be ready to sell, but don't expect to sell out. Don't expect, everybody to love what you're doing.
Yeah,
Don't expect, all these, incredible, things. I'm not saying be negative about it. I'm not saying go in there and think, oh, nothing's going to go right for me today. No,
I think
that.
you know how you can solve
just
that.
Go in there and have fun.
I met a couple of independent creators in Texas here, and what'll solve not wallowing in self-pity because you said high expectations. We talked about it, and we're talking about what's the limit we're going to spend for a table at a convention, right? Where we think that we'll have a positive, a better return on our investment, a better chance of making money, making a profit, right? And everyone, like, it was different. It was anything between 300 and 200 was the max, right? It's like, I'm never going to pay over 300. One guy was like, I'm not going to pay over 200. If I can't find it, I'm not going, right? Because I want to make my money back. And they're being realistic based on where they are, based on the fact that they know they have to put in work to build an audience. They got to work harder than the other guy, right? So they're setting themselves up for a better result than someone saying, I don't care what the cost is. I'll pay $1,000 and then I'm going to pay this and I'm going to pay this and I'm going to pay that. And if you don't have a team and the merch to be able to generate that revenue, because the more product you take, the more it's going to cost you, right? It's inventory. So I think those guys had a realistic approach to things because they recognized based on experience, yo, dude, I took a couple of hits. I'm not willing to do that anymore. I got to start making my money back. Then it's fun because it doesn't become fun anymore, right? When you don't, when you're not making that return on investment and you have these high expectations and low return, you start kicking yourself and you start getting depressed and you're frustrated. So don't do it to yourself. Your sanity is more important.
Yeah, I think when it comes to conventions, you have to be careful with conventions because you're not always going to make money at conventions. I'll even say you barely make any money at conventions. I think conventions, you're probably going to break unless you're being invited, unless you have sponsors that are paying for that table, because those tables cost so much money.
Mucho dinero.
The amount of money you need to produce content to cover the table, it all starts adding up. And at the end of the day, you're probably going to be either breaking even or not making any money at all. I think what you do at these conventions is you cultivate the fan base.
Yep.
They see you, they know who you are, they like the book, they start following you on social media. How many times you get people to the table? Do you have a website? Can I order it online? How else can I get your book? And they don't buy anything, but you may get, like you're getting now, after the fact, months later, just orders coming in online, as long as you have your online, website set up to get sales, which you should. Right. I don't expect to make money at conventions. I don't.
No,
I don't expect it. No, I don't expect. I'm not saying I won't. Right. I'm just saying I don't expect it because, especially if I'm spending $500-$600 on a table, how the heck? It has to add up. If I only have 20 books to sell, you know what I'm saying, and 10 prints, how the heck am I making up $600?
Yeah,
it just doesn't add up. The money just doesn't. The money, unless I'm selling these books for $100 a book, you know what I'm saying. So that's what I'm talking about. Expectations and setting them and setting realistic expectations when you go to these shows. Don't go in there with 20 books thinking you're going to make your table and your table was $300. How are you going to make money? How are you going to make money?
Exactly. And it's one of those things, right? It comes with experience, because I remember in the beginning I had grandiose expectations, right? And the reality sets in. After a while, you're like, all right, back in the days, with Crazy Comics back in the days, I mean, money wasn't an option. It was just like, it wasn't even a thought. It was just like, whatever, bang, tries it on my car like an idiot, right? So where we gotta go? We gotta go across the world. Let's go, right? I'm surprised. I'm surprised if you never went to Europe for an international Comic Con. I'm surprised because that was that crazy. But reality sets in, and you want to make it fun. So I want to know that when I go to an event, I do have a goal in mind in my head, right? Based on the size of the convention, how many. I have a minimum number of books I want to sell, and and then there's like a stretch goal. So like I have a goal, then I have a stretch, right? So, and that's for myself, and that's what for me. That means it forces me to work, it forces me to be engaged, it forces me to all this stuff, whatever. But I also know in the back of my mind, there's a chance. There's always that chance that you might not hit.
There's the chance
that you might not hit that goal, and so I'm like, all right. all right, if I don't hit it, I don't hit it. But I'll work harder next time, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the good thing about when you're doing a multi-day convention is they get you 2 days, 2 opportunities. So you might have how many times have we been at a convention where like one day sucked, but then the next day just popped? Like what just happened? Pandora's box just opened up and I can't even keep this stuff on the table. So you never know. You just got to stay engaged no matter how difficult and how, tired you are, whatever it is. But again, set the goal realistic. Have a stretch goal in mind, hit that goal first, and then build. But if you're starting here and you don't hit that, you be prepared for the crash, right? Because that's what's going to happen. It's a blow to your ego. It's a blow to your confidence, and it's it affects mental health. So your health is more important, man.
Yeah, dude. And there's nothing worse than being down and being in your head at the show that you're trying to sell books.
Yeah,
it's so counterproductive, bro. Like you really just have to stay, keep that stuff out of your head and stay focused on what you're trying to do, because it can start messing with you. It can. All those no's and all the check it out online, and do you have a website? Oh, I'm not interested. All that stuff starts.
I'll give you a website.
Right. But now,
during those slow times, I use that opportunity to connect with the people next to me, left and right of me. So when it's slow, I just start talking to the people next to me. Hey, what's up? What's going on? What are you doing? Blah, blah, blah. And to get my mind off of the fact that it's slow right now, right? Yeah. Or I'm not, unless they're killing it and I'm in the middle like this and no one's asking me to dance, right? So that's a different story. Yeah. But you got to find a way to find humor in it, keep yourself engaged, and don't kill yourself, bro. Yeah. Website, I'm right here.
Wow. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
exactly that.
Well, yes, that was the topic.
Yes.
If you have any thoughts, leave it in the comments. So if you like the show so far, give us a thumbs up. So we're going to bring in our next guest right after this little promo. And we're going to be talking to Pops Van Zandt about the madness on Roku and his Kickstarter coming up. So before we do, don't forget.
You've collected the first 3 issues, maybe even 4 and 5. But are you ready for issue number 6 with bonus covers and this exclusive Back to the Future collectible limited edition cover? Complete your collection and sign up on Kickstarter today.
Yeah. Sign up. What's up, Pops?
What's happening, guys? How you doing?
What's going on, man?
First thing I have to do is say Neff said to tell you hi.
Awesome.
I was just over there. Neff and Freak Girl are on Ginge and Pedro's show. I was over there doing my production thing in the backstage. And I was like, man, I got to go, guys. I got to go. And I told him where I was going. And Neff said, say hi to Duty for me.
How you doing?
Okay, maybe he wasn't talking to you guys. Maybe he was talking to Duty.
He was talking to the dudester, of course.
How's it going, Pops? How you been, man?
Man, it's all action, brother.
It's all action. I love it. So speaking of action, man, I mean, you guys, you're always busy. You're a busy man. Pops Van Zandt's in the house. Tell us what the new action is all about. What you got going on?
Well, y'all know that little Facebook group evolved into a YouTube channel, which evolved into a network that I included a whole bunch of other people and tried to bring a lot of people to one place so you can find everybody real easy. And it kind of evolved again. Okay. There is a wonderful untapped audience over there on Roku. They don't know nothing about what we do over here on YouTube, right? Okay. They just go there to watch stuff, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, well, you know how like you go to Netflix or something like that, sometimes you get lost just trying to find something to watch because there's so much to choose from. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's what we're building, a view-on-demand platform with shows like yours that people can binge watch every episode going backwards and everything new going forward.
Interesting. So Pop, so the madness is the night we are talking about, right? For those who don't know, maybe the madness is a community of indie creators that Pops started out on Facebook as a Facebook group, and it's gone through its evolutions. So you're bringing it to television in a sense, yes. Right? people,
Yes.
I mean, and for those who don't know, Roku is, and I wanted to ask you a little bit more about that because I have a Roku TV at home. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like that's got the built-in Roku system in
Right.
it. But it's very similar to Apple TV, right?
Yeah.
Right, where you have the little box, or even like an Amazon Fire Stick, right?
Yeah, you can get a stick for it if you don't have a Roku ready TV. We will have sticks available on the campaign. You can get a Madness Roku stick, yo.
Look at
I mean, it's a Madness sticker on a Roku stick, but you know what I'm saying, right? Look, we're trying to have fun. What's up? Hey, Michael, dude, what's happening? Paul, I see you over there. This thing is for everybody, okay? I got the best deal I possibly could on somebody to build us a view-on-demand platform on Roku. Max DeVille, you guys know him, Atrocity Press. He built Hart Fisher's American Horrors Network and American Horrors Classic. He's built other Roku platforms. He gave me such a great deal to do this that I could not do anything but pass this on to you guys. Okay, to pass it on to everybody who runs a show over here. Because look, I don't want to stop you from gaining your monetization and whatnot on YouTube. No, but see, I'm not going to make you wait till you have so many subscribers and so many watch hours. Your show goes up on the Roku platform. And when we start on January 1st, the first time somebody watches one of your shows, you're getting 50% of that ad revenue. First time, every time. Okay? Individual shows can set up the ads the way they want. You can run more ads during your show. My thing for this was, as a fan, I don't like seeing freaking ads every 8 minutes when I'm trying to watch something. Right? Okay, I'll put 2 ads at the beginning of your show. If you want to put more in the middle or at the end, that's up to you entirely to make more ad revenue. That's your business. See what I'm saying? You could have your own in-show sponsors and get that money yourself. That's your business. All I want to do is hit an untapped audience, guys.
So
people
now,
that don't know what we do.
Pops, let me ask you a question. Have you guys done research and found out that people want this on Roku? What's the demand for it? I guess
There is none. It's an untapped. That's what I mean by untapped audience. There's like 2 channels on Roku that even cover comics, and they're like once a week shows. They're not. We're bringing everything you can think of. We just had, while I was doing the production on the Ginge and Pedro show 20 minutes ago, we just had somebody sign up who does RC car builds. And he's bringing his content to the Roku channel. You see, as long as it's stuff we love, I don't care if it's hobbies, reviews, movies, pop culture, comics. I don't care. It's for everything we love. Bring it to the network. The more stuff we have up there, the more chance somebody is going to get stuck there trying to find something to watch. You see, but I already have 2,300 videos on our YouTube channel from the existing content that we have so far.
Right.
Okay. We get to go up there straight up right now with 2,300 videos. And if you count the new showrunners and the content that they're bringing, past content that they're bringing, we're going to be close to 2,700 videos when this thing launches. Maybe more. There's going to be so much stuff.
Yeah.
You know.
Do they give you like a limit as far as like terabytes or whatever it is? Like
how much server space we want to buy, bro.
Okay, so you just keep buying the space basically.
As it grows.
Who pays for the space?
Well, that's all in the Kickstarter. Okay. That's
okay.
all it's okay. What we're doing is we're funding it. We're trying to get the funding for a full year. Okay. Maintenance, everything for the full year, including StreamYard. For people that don't have business StreamYard, you can use mine. Okay. So you get a year. You know what a year worth of StreamYard costs. I just saved you $700 to get in my game for $25.
Gotcha.
Do you see what I'm saying? I'm trying to help people here, not, make a mint off them. Yeah, we're going to get 50% of the ad revenue too, but that goes toward maintenance and server costs and stuff going forward. It's not free, or I wouldn't be asking for the money to build this thing in the first place, right? It's going to cost about $5,000 to set this up for a year, not for a month to see if it works. Your content will go up for a year. You'll get ad revenue for a year. If it does well, we'll be able to pay to do it for the next year. You know, but we're not like basing it on oh my God, we got to make this happen in a month. We're going to give it a year. And you guys know how much I promote individually. Well, now I'll be promoting shows more than probably campaigns, but the shows all cover the campaign, so it all evens out in the wash. Right? I'll still be doing what I do, promoting indie creators of all kinds. We got Brian Christgau's Horror Movie Club, that's coming to the network. We got the Baron Earl Show is coming to the network. All the shows that we run now on the Madness YouTube channel are all going to YouTube with us. So we, like I said, we already have so much content, but we want more.
Now let me ask you this, Pops. Are you doing anything as far as like maybe Roku exclusives, or like you can't get them on YouTube, you just have to get them on Roku?
I think my shows might end up being Roku exclusive. Like Monday Madness, a couple of our Madness exclusive shows. I can't make the calls for other people. Right? I mean, it's your show. If you want to set it up as a subscriber, as you want to, however you want to set your show up, you get to do that. You see, and you guys know Max. It's easy to work with. You call him up and say, "Hey, Max, man, I want to do this," and Max say, "Okay, you can do that, or it'll cost you this to do that," or you know, if it's outside the means of what's included in the Kickstarter, he'll work with you.
So when it comes to content, right, and content, you know, and what you can put up. Obviously, you know, YouTube gives you certain restrictions as far as what you can say, cannot say, what you can post, cannot post. Has Roku given you any indication that there are going to be any kind of restrictions as to what you can put up there?
The reason we're going to Roku is because the only person I will answer to is the DMCA, period. You put something up in your show and the DMCA comes to me and says, "Pops, you got to take that down. I'm going to package it up for you, ship it to you so you can use it however you want, and I'm going to remove it from my platform." But the DMCA is the only one that is going to be able to tell me what happens on my platform. Got it. So that's the wonderful thing about Roku. If you've ever watched the American Horror Channel, you know, there's some pretty risque. I don't think anything we're going to do is going to come close to that. So, you know, I mean, yeah, we got show hosts that drop F-bombs. You know, occasionally you'll see some guys drawing some boobies. But what else do we got? That's, you know, the thing that really makes me mad is like Facebook. We do our stuff on Facebook and we get the scammer claims against our audio every freaking show. Come on, man. That's not yours. That's mine. You know that. That's even our own music on our theme song and stuff. And look, I don't have time for that. I don't have time to argue with Facebook every day about whether or not my content's okay for their platform. I need my own platform. I don't need a YouTube that's going to you know I can't get monetized, guys. I mean, I got all the watch hours I need. I got the subs I need, but you know they would shoot my channel down in a flash. Because we got people like Rich and Doc that speak their mind. Right.
So now, when you said the DMCA, it's the Digital Millennium Copyright Act, right? That's what you're talking about. Okay. I just wanted to be clear for those maybe listening that wasn't sure what DMCA is. It's the Digital Millennium Copyright Act. It's basically it's a law that I guess it's designated to protect copyright holders from like people who steal things online, like if they, you know, that is unlawful to reproduce or distribute their work and stuff like that.
And I mean, obviously the FCC, we're not going to do anything illegal. If you try and do something illegal on my channel, I'm gonna take it down. Now, I'm never going to demonetize everybody. There's never going to be a 3-strike system or none of that stupid shit. You know, you put up what you want to put up. If they say I got to take it down, well, then I got to take it down, guys. Pretty simple, right? You know, but
that's awesome, man. How I guess when you know, if I say, hey, man, I got a channel, Pops, I want to put it up on the network or whatever. I decide whether it's weekly, monthly, daily. Do you have like, and I hate to use the word restrictions, but do you have any kind of rules as to when shows can go up? Is it a weekly show? Do they have to tell you, how often it'll be up? Things like that.
That was kind of cool because I just SK asked me that when he was signing up. He's like, because he does like some 6-hour streams with the 3D printer and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
And he was asking, hey, is that gonna be able to? I don't care. And then I went to Max and I said, what about like if they want to do more than 1 a week uploads? And he goes, I don't care.
Okay.
Whatever they want to do. If you get in on this Kickstarter, if you join this through the Kickstarter, Max is like I said, he's giving us the best deal. We're never gonna get to Roku. None of us will ever get there without this deal, bro. I'm just saying, this is the best deal that we're gonna get. He's gonna do everything for us. I mean, for the whole first year. Okay. Now I'm gonna spend the first year learning how to maintenance this, or obviously hiring somebody to learn how to maintenance so we can go into the next year. Because Max just likes to build them. He don't like to stick around. It's gonna be his 7th, lucky number 7, yo.
Yeah. Wow.
Okay, and I can say number 5 and 6 were really good because the American Horse Channel got like 8 million views over the last 3 years.
Nice.
That's a lot of ad revenue pennies, guys. I'm just throwing it out there,
Pops on a 6-hour stream or whatever. You know what I mean? Let's say, for example, you put up a 6-hour stream. And you have, a bunch of ads at the beginning, a bunch of ads at the end. How do you, if you wanted to put ads in the middle, how do you include those? Like, they're not live, right?
You just talk to Max and you say, look, I want to set up, I got a 3-hour stream and I want ad every 30 minutes.
They'll just do it for you.
Max puts it. That's what I mean. We got this dude going to do this for us because he does what we do. Okay. He's one of us, guys. He does comics. He does content. He is, and he's a freaking genius on top of all that. I mean, it really is.
Who buys the ads? Who does the ad buying?
We have ad tiers too. Okay. Oh, well, I mean, Roku has their own, obviously. Like you could end up with a McDonald's ad in front of your show. You don't know what Roku's going to put there. Okay. But we also will be we're also selling our own 30-second spots for our stuff. Like, you could have a Madness ad before your show. Okay. The Madness could have a Catch the Craze ad before, the Monday Madness. You see what I'm saying? We'll be able to place the ads so that they go in front of people that actually care. Now we're offering ad sponsorships to convention runners, to comic store owners. Look, this is the place where the ads are going to be in front of the people who actually care about the content, because they're not going to be there if they don't care about comics and hobbies and movies and pop culture and all the stuff that we're putting up here, right? They're here for that stuff. So your ads are going to be seen by people who care about that stuff. So we also have sponsorship tiers, different, levels of, like a convention owner might want an ad for 6 months because their convention's in July, right? So they just want the ad to run for the 6 months prior. They don't need a whole year ad. We got a 6-month ad. We got a 3-month ad for you people that set that sign up page 2 months early. We got a 1-month ad for you people that just ninja launch. Okay. We got the 30-second video spots for every occasion. We got people like Paul Gomez going to be bringing his show back. Bet me.
The gauntlet has been set. Paul, Paul, now I got Paul in my head. So if a showrunner says to me, okay, I'm interested in doing a 6-month ad, what are the numbers? How do I know how many people are watching? How do I know what I'm going to get for the amount of money you're charging me?
How do I
sell them this?
We're going to play your ad guaranteed 3 times a day, but it's obviously we got 40 playlists. People are going to be looking at us enough that we need more ads. We're running out. We don't have enough ads to cover all the shows that could be watched. Right now, if you get an ad right now, your ad's going to get seen a whole bunch because there ain't a whole lot of other ads that we need more ads, people. 30-second ads, come on. They're affordable. They're totally priced right. And the thing that I can't reiterate enough. If you come to us after the campaign and you want to get a show, it's probably going to cost you double or triple what the deal Max is giving you by getting in on this campaign. If you go to him after the fact, now you're on his time. He produces 5 books. He ain't got time. Okay. He put time aside for us now. Get in on this now, guys.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's no other way to say it. And like, we have different levels for a new show. If you're a new show with no content going forward at all, $25, you're in. And you start uploading at the first of the year when the thing launches. $25. Okay. Now, if you want Max to work and do some uploading of previous content, however many videos, that there's a different level of what it costs, because I ain't letting Max do this for free. I'm making sure he gets something for his time. Okay. There's a lot of time involved. He's already doing it, uploading 2,300 videos.
Yeah.
As now. So, you know, I mean, he's doing a lot of work for us for next to nothing, guys. Don't go to him after the campaign and expect this deal. The deal is now. That's what I keep saying. None of us are ever going to get a deal like this again.
Yeah. No, I hear you. So you reach out to Max. Say, for example, you pledge on the campaign. You want your show on the Madness Roku channel. You reach out to Max. You send him your video. And again, and just to clarify, this is the content that if you're a new person who wants to come in, you're not bringing in your entire show. It's new shows from January 1st, right?
Oh, you can. That's what I'm saying. If you want to bring previous content and have us upload, so you've got a body of content there on day one,
you can do that.
You can do that.
Okay,
There's
cool.
just different levels, because like 50 videos is so much, 100 videos so much, 500 videos so much, because that's how much more work Max has to do. You see what I'm saying? Like I said, I wasn't going to let him do this without being compensated for his time.
And so when you gotcha. So now, is there a schedule as far as the show, similar to what the YouTube channel is, where like on Tuesdays you get this show, on Wednesdays you get that
that's
show?
the cool part of it.
Okay,
It's like Netflix, like view on demand.
Okay.
You can go there and you can go to the Catch the Craze, and you can go all the way back to episode 1 if you guys upload every episode, right?
Gotcha.
You can go all the way back to 1 and binge watch it. Ping, ping, ping. Oh, you see what I'm saying? As much content as you want to upload. So I think 50 videos is and setting up your show is $75. Okay, if you want to just take your top 50 videos and stick them up there. If you want to take your top 200 or top 500, well, I noticed you guys are at 519, so Max would probably slide you that 20 and put your whole setup there for the 500 tier. You know, he'd probably slide that extra 19 in there for you. I'm just saying. But if you, as soon as you sign up on the Kickstarter and you come in as a show, everything you do from this point forward, we're grabbing. We're getting ready to do this. As soon as we get to the funding goal, the uploading starts. Because then we can buy the server, you know, I mean, then we know we're going to have the money to buy the server, so we can go ahead and do it, and the uploading begins. We go to work, okay? Yes, all the analytics, that's part of the, if you want to pull that campaign up for me, you can see we do a breakdown, the analytics and streamers, everything is all in the budget breakdown. Look at that. We're off to a good start. Look, there you go.
Hey, you just got a backer. Nice.
Well, we got I think 4 of those are new ads, and 3 of them are new shows. So that's really what I'm going for. I mean, we have rewards for people, like if you just like, we're not selling comic books, but there's 32 PDFs available on this campaign.
Right.
Okay.
Well, because you have to, I mean, in other words, what I guess that's a good idea, because not everybody who's going to pledge to this wants a show on the network. Some people just want to support. And so for supporting, you get comics.
We give you something. Yes. Yeah. Now we have a few different somethings that we offer, and it's all stuff that people have donated. Like, you guys know Cindy Kep, right?
Mm-hmm.
She made that little crochet crom dude.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay. Now she offered to make 5 more, so we put it up as a tier, limited to 5. You can get a crochet crom, but just little stuff like that. Look, if you get behind what we're doing, we're gonna give you something, and we give you a whole choice of different stuff you can choose from. You know, this is about having fun, guys. And yes, all the analytics are available. You know, Max has like done this before. This isn't new territory for him. You'll notice one of the things I said in the body of this is that there you go. There's your pie chart. You just went past it. Streamer and analytics for the year. StreamYard with the extra seats. So if you come in and you want the professional StreamYard, you get to use our studios, and you don't have to accrue that cost anymore. You get to throw that $25 or $50 back into your pocket. Okay, that's the first thing I try to tell people. Everybody who's joined our network, they don't have to pay for StreamYard anymore. They get it for free through the network. I'm telling you, Paul, I told you he was going to be back. I knew you'd be back. And guess what, Paul? It's your show now. I don't give a shit. It's your show now. Have on whoever you want. Don't care. Because I'm not going to have time to worry about that. I'm going to be busy running a network and learning how to maintain a Roku network of my own. I'm going to be too busy. Okay? So the software for the channel, the setup fees for ads, developmental fees, the LLC, the Kickstarter fees, the credit card processing. We try to figure in every bit of it. That's the base of $5,000, and that's the split of all those things out of that $5,000. Now, if we get more, we love more. If we get more, that just means more marketing, more opportunities. You know, just more money that we can spend on getting it seen. So if we get to $5,000, don't stop there, folks.
Well, you gotta get the stretch goal. But Pops, just to follow up and just I guess part of LA Lori's question online.
Mm-hmm.
As far as viewership numbers, the pie chart showed us what everything was going to split up as far as like where the $5,000 are going. But as far as viewership itself,
the
like
streamers and analytics.
Yeah,
that's the part that pays for us to be able to see that stuff. Gotcha. And then, yes, every showrunner will know how many views they got, what their ad revenue share is.
Got it.
I think it's a 2-month delay on the actual payout from Roku, but you start earning the first month, but you probably won't get a check till the 3rd month.
Gotcha.
And then every month after that. You see what I'm saying? It's like like your paycheck. They hold it back for a week. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's kind of like that.
Gotcha.
Now, if you have technical questions, Max DeVille will happily answer anything that has to do with actual tech because he's the one building the thing.
Yeah.
Okay. And he's more than happy to answer any questions. Look, we're gonna have a good time, man. You know that snowball that keeps rolling down the hill and getting bigger and bigger and bigger? That has been the madness for 4 years now.
Avalanche.
And every now and then I got to reach out and grab somebody and say, help me with this because it's getting out of hand and I don't know if I can do the next step, right? So a great idea, guys. It's only a great idea once you've surrounded yourself with the right people. Then, and only then, is a great idea have a chance to become a reality. I am surrounded with the right people right now. I'm getting the best deal I will ever get to try and make this happen. Smart man takes a risk when the time is right. Guess what, folks? Time is right now. You know, the first big pop culture platform on Roku, man.
That'd be cool. Yeah, no, Pops, the YouTube channel. So basically, people will still have their shows. They'll do them live there, right? And then once that live stream is, I guess, recorded, then it will be moved into the Roku channel.
Yeah, correct? Then we just snatch it up. If you use our StreamYard, it's totally easy because then we just download it right out of our StreamYard and send it right out. See, we have a method to our madness here. We're trying to make this as simple as possible for everybody involved. Okay. The first thing I do is said to you, I will give you a year on my platform and free StreamYard for $25. That's the first thing I said to you. I will give you free StreamYard and a year on my platform for $25. Bring your shows to the madness, yo. I can't make it any clearer or more simple than that. It's going to cost you $25 to find out if this could make you money. And you guys know what you do is promote other people.
Right.
You're trying to help them make money. We're taking you to an untapped audience and giving you the chance to talk to completely new people about the same people you talk about now. You know?
Yeah.
Now, if you want all them 500 videos uploaded, it ain't $25. I'm just saying.
What other tiers? Like how many? What's the limit of video? I mean, it's unlimited videos. I get that, but how much does it cost to upload these videos if you have more than say?
Well, Max, give me a basic breakdown, okay? And it's on the campaign. It's $25 for just the show with no uploads. If you want 50 videos uploaded, I think it's $75. Or and then $125, I think, for 200, and then 200 for 500, somewhere real close to those numbers.
Right.
There's a graphic in the middle that shows. On the side, they're all broke down separately, but if you go down to the graphics, and keep one more. There it is. Bring your show to the madness. $25 for the basic setup, $75 for up to 50 videos, $125 for 200 videos, $225 and up to 500. If you got more than that, you got to talk to Max because now you're on it. Okay, you know what I mean? If you're asking for more than 500, then Max is doing a lot of work just for you. So take care of him. That's all I'm saying there. And right below that, you can see we have the one for the ads, which is 6 different levels of, I think, video or logo placement ads. You guys know we do our promo cards, our thumbnails, and they got people's logos on them. Okay, that you can get that real basic, like $50 6 months. We got your logo plastered all over our promo cards. Then we got different video ads, all of it, everything. 1 month, 3 months, 6 months. We got a VIP package. If you come into as a sponsorship for the VIP package and you're like Max, you got 4 books that come out this year, you get to put out 4 different videos throughout the year, one for each of your campaign projects or whatever, right? You also, the thing I love about this, and this was my idea, anybody that signs on as a VIP sponsor not only gets all the stuff that's available now right there that we talk about, but anything we think of between now and the end of next year, as far as sponsorship opportunities, you guys are already in. So, I mean, you know me, all I do is sit here and think about different ways to do stuff. So I'm always going to be coming up with something new. And if you come in as a sponsor, as a VIP sponsor, anything we can think of, anything we come up with, you're already in. So, I'm trying to really make this simple for us as users and consumers and content creators, affordable, because the economy says you got to do that. Okay, if we want to make some money, we got to spend a whole bunch of money. Collectively, we have to spend $5,000 to do this for a year. Collectively, that's not that much when you talk about 50, 60, 70, 80 shows and 100 ads. That 5,000 is right there real quick. We just need to get the word out and let everybody know this is what we're doing. We're building something new, building something big, taking it to Roku. Don't want to take none of your monetization. And Twitch makes me mad too, because they tell people, oh, you can't do it. You can't do nothing with nobody else if you sign on with us. I will never, ever tell you that you have to exclusively do anything with us. Go make your money. That's what this is about. I mean, awesome. We're everywhere, right? We promote everywhere. Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, but none of them take care of us as content creators. None of them.
Yeah, there you go. So where can people reach you, Pops? What's your social handles if anybody who just jumped in?
I am Pops Van Zant on Facebook, at Madness Comic on Twitter, comic related madness, the best kept secret on Facebook, the best group on Facebook, and all that other stuff. Madness Comic Network on YouTube, and soon to be the Madness Roku Network.
Absolutely. Yes. And the link is in the chat. It's also in the summary. So check it out. Head over to Kickstarter and check out if you're a content creator, go check out Pops. If you have any questions, just hit him up, DM him. He'll answer all your questions.
If you have tech questions, go to Max, because that's all I'm going to do is go to Max. All right?
There you go. There you go. Then we appreciate you coming on the Craze, Pops.
Hey, no, thank you guys for letting me get the word out. And like, you guys, you're welcome.
Cool, man.
You're welcome to join this thing, man, and just help us make it as big as we possibly can.
You got it, brother. Yeah,
think about it. Think about it.
We will. Thank you, brother.
Thanks, Pops. Have a good one, man.
You too.
Later. Pops,
Yes. He's doing big things, like Johnny would say. Johnny Syphax would say, doing big things. So you know what? You know what? Go big or go home. That's what they say, right? It starts with a plan, right? And then it goes from there. So check it out. Anytime, Pops, check it out. The link is in the chat, links in the summary. Again, if you're a struggling independent on YouTube and you're not getting exactly what you believe you deserve on YouTube or on streaming platforms, this is a viable option, and again, if I'm sure that you'll have questions based on this interview, just hit up Pops and he'll answer, or anybody in his team, and they'll answer any of your questions from that point on.
Yeah, man, it's an interesting concept, right? It's something that we haven't seen. Pops has it going on. Yeah, it's very, there's a lot going on there. There's a lot going on. I mean, streaming is the way to go. I just, YouTube, I don't know what the fees are for Roku. I don't know if you have to go out and buy a Roku TV. I mean, obviously the Madness Roku sticks are available on the campaign, so you will have to buy that.
I got the magic stick.
And then, whoa, easy. Easy. Tranquilo. Go look and take it easy, man. I know it's getting late. It's getting dark in there too. You got the mood. You got the mood lighting over there, bro.
Turn on the spotlight.
Tranquilo, man. Tranquilo. But yeah, no. I mean, check out the campaign. And like Pop said, if you have any questions, check it out. It's he's thinking outside the box. You gotta give him credit.
Yeah, he's doing his thing. And that's the way it starts. You have to have ambition. You have to have a goal. You have that's something else, though. You have to. It starts with vision and purpose, right? And then he has a vision. He has the concept. The comic. The Madness Network. So and it starts there, right? And then it's put the plan into motion and get people excited about it. And I think he did a good thing coming on the show. He's definitely excited.
Pops, he's always excited, man. He loves it. He loves it. He loves this. He loves doing this. So that's good, man.
I dropped cable
and got Roku. So
I dropped cable too. I just use I got because my TV has everything in it. My TV has everything.
It's a bunch of apps. What does Roku do? Does Roku charge you for your channels or whatever you're watching, or are you just downloading a bunch of apps into the thing? I mean, how does that? I don't know how that works.
See my TV. It has all the apps. So it has Disney Plus. It has Roku. It has Freeze, which is a free streaming. I mean, Freeze has all the old school TV shows. I got tons of things on I got rid of my cable because it wasn't doing anything for me. I have gotten a lifetime of entertainment from comic creators. I'm just giving something back. There you go.
There you go, Pops.
Yeah.
Roku channel's free. Okay, gotcha.
There you go.
I just, what it is, man, for me, I when it comes to live TV or giving up cable, I like to watch live TV. So, because I watch all these sports. So it's hard for me to just give it up. And I get, listen, and there's Paramount Plus. There's Peacock and all these, apps that you can now, subscribe to whatever and get some of this stuff. But it starts adding up, bro. Imagine a $5.99 subscription to Peacock, and then a $5.99 subscription to Paramount Plus, and this subscription to that. Just by the end of the thing, I'm paying cable.
Yeah, because I got 4 subscriptions. because I dropped my HBO Max subscription.
Oh, you did. No more Max for you.
Yeah, no more Max for me. So I have just Amazon Prime, I have Netflix, I have Disney Plus, and I got Apple TV. And those are the only subscriptions I have. There's just too many out there, so so when people were talking about stuff that they've seen on other platforms, like Paramount, and all these other things, I just can't. I can't, so I stick with those four. Because Prime, I have a Prime account and I do everything on Amazon.
Well,
so
Prime
free
is not
shipping and
going
all that stuff.
anywhere.
So you get that part of it.
You know what I hate about Prime though? Like you have Prime, you pay for Prime, but when I want to watch a movie, I got to buy the movie.
Yeah.
It's like I should just be able to watch it, bro. Like I'm already paying you every month. Why am I paying on top of that?
Yeah.
Like,
or you wait for 2 months before they makes it free on Netflix. Yeah.
Yeah, right. But then you have Netflix. You know what I mean? Like
because there was a movie that I wanted to see on Prime. It was $19.99, but it released free on Netflix. I was like, oh, so I watched it on Netflix.
Yeah, you got to start searching for stuff, right?
Yeah, you got to find it.
You got to find that shit. No, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah. But that's so shout out to to Pops and everybody out there, and Paulie G's excited about that. So sounds like a great plan. Sounds like a great strategy. I wish everybody a lot of success with this. It's again, it starts there. You gotta dream big. It's like you only get one shot, bro. Tomorrow's not promised. And if you're not going in and going hard, why go at all? Right? That's the way I look at it. Everyone knows I work all day at promotion. It's just the next level. That's it.
Yeah, listen, and
on a new level.
Yeah, this campaign, this campaign is going to be up there for the next 55 days.
That's
like a 60-day campaign.
Yeah,
so they're going to be up there for a while. So if you guys want to check it out, I'm sure the link is going to be in the show notes. Check it out, give it a shot, read through it. If it's something you're interested in, maybe you don't have a channel, maybe you don't have anything like that, but you want to put an ad.
Maybe you're looking to start a channel.
Maybe, but maybe you have a book and you have an ad that you want to
buy
an ad. You want ad space, you buy ad space. Maybe you just like to read comics. They have comic bundles, and you want to support. You just, So there's a little bit of something for everyone. I think that the big draw here is going to be the people who have channels, who have maybe shows, who are like, oh man, this is my chance to be on a Roku channel. Well, there it is. If that's something that entices you, I don't see them having any trouble. I think funding it with the amount of people they have on there.
Yeah.
Anyone who has a show and wants to have me on a guest, I'd be happy to come talk about this. Exactly. Yeah. I think that if you have aspirations of doing that, then by all means go and check it out. But I think it's worth checking out. Definitely read through it because obviously there's only 30 minutes. I'm sure we could have gone for a lot longer talking about what's in the campaign.
Yeah, go to the campaign.
Yeah,
the link again is in the chat. It's also in the summary. Head over or go to the Madness Network website. Or hit pops up. But all the questions will be answered. And if you have any more, just hit them up. That's the way I look at it. And so it's fantastic. Another good show this week. Again, a couple of days, and I'll be driving out for 3 hours, heading over to College Station Comic Con this weekend. I'll be hanging out with Paulie G and his son Dylan. It's gonna be fun. Paul's gonna be out there promoting Bushi Boo and what are the other ones? It's PTSD and
PTSD you got. I don't know if he's got Prelude to Aurora out yet. I like Lou. I need to create a channel just to have Pops on.
That's awesome. College Station, here we come. It's going to be fun. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to I'll be there earlier on Friday to set up my booth because it takes me a minute. It takes me about an hour and a half to set my stuff up. So I guess I got a lot of props. Cryptic Haze. There you go. That's what it was. Cryptic Haze.
That's a cool name.
Yeah. So we'll be there all weekend. And then so I'm hoping connect with more people out there. It's 3 hours away, so I'm sure unless there's people who've been to other conventions that I've been to in Texas, it'd be nice to see if I run into anybody. But yeah, we're gonna hang out. It's gonna be fun, and don't forget, the Kickstarter landing page is up. All you have to do is sign up to the Kickstarter. Hit me up and say, "Yo, Sam, I signed up," with on an email to contact@castofcraze.com. contact@castofcraze.com, and then make a pledge on when we go live, and you get this limited edition Samurai Duty trading card, which is part 2 of 9 in a series of cards that's leading up to the comic book, the samurai story that I'm working on with Duty. So again, sign up. Link is in the chat. Any plans? Yes. So tell the convention runners about us too. Yes, I'm looking at doing Comic-Palooza next year. So I'm just waiting for them to open up the applications. So yeah, Comic-Palooza next year. You know, Dan Price. I know he does it every year. The last 2 times I applied late and they put me on a waiting list, and then the 2 days before the convention they said, "Hey, we got an opening." I was like, "Yo, 2 days, really?" So I'm looking at doing a Comic-Palooza next year. So hopefully we can all meet up out there as well. George is going to be at Baltimore this weekend.
That's right, man. I'll be at Baltimore Comic-Con. I'll be walking the floor, checking out some of my buddies, and doing my thing. I'll be there with Mr. Cyphex. We'll be there for 2 days. It's a 3-day show, but we'll be there for 2 days, and we're going to be walking around, checking it out, scouting it out. Might do it next year. Not 100% sure. I got some news coming up in the next couple of weeks about other things that I want to do, other shows that I want to be at. So I'll let you guys know what's going on with that. Make sure you go to getyourmeds.com, check out my stuff, check out my comics, my apparel. Go to anyoneworld.com and check out Russ 5377. Issues 1 through 3 are there now. Issue 4 comes out at the end of the month. I will be launching a YouTube channel, so go to my website and check it out. It's going to be one of the first shows is going to be the art of comic writing, where I'm going to invite writers to talk to me about the art of writing for comics. So we're going to be doing that. It's going to be a weekly show. I have enough shows, I guess, recorded now for at least 2-3 months. So let's see how that goes. I will be launching that in October. So stay tuned for that. I'd be at college. Oh, that'd be nice. And that's what I want to do next year too. So I want to go out to Texas, because there's so many people.
Comic-Palooza, bro.
Yeah, man.
Because a lot of people go out there.
Yeah. I want to meet Paul in person. I want to meet Lori Calcaterra. See your dirty ass. I'll see you, next year at some point. You know what I mean?
Why's my ass gotta be dirty, bro?
It's just dirty. You know it's dirty. You freaking know it's dirty.
Why you looking?
That ain't a secret. That ain't a secret.
I've been looking many years.
Many years, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, you put it back up now. Why did you take it down? I thought we were in a safe space. I thought it was
You're
already.
making me lose my sponsors.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Unbelievable. Anyway, yeah, so check that out. And thank you guys so much for watching Roku Roadshow. Look at you. You're already thinking. Yep. He's thinking of beyond the Roku channel. But yeah, no, this was great, dude. This was great. Thanks to Pops for coming on, and everybody
and thank you everybody for coming in and stopping in. Even if it was a second, San Martino, Paul Gomez, Paul from ASAP, Lupons, Arelis, Anibal Arroyos, LA Cunningham.
Yeah.
So thank you everybody for joining us tonight. We appreciate every single one of you. And remember, please hit that like button, subscribe, share it with a friend. When we grow, the indie community grows, and that's why we do it. And thank you for joining the Craze. And again, check out the madness going on to Roku. The madness is going to take over Roku. With that said, I am Sam, the Crazy Man Vera.
George, the Dreamer Medina.
And we are out.
It's just easy. It's not.
No, it's talking about my friend Aquise. I met him. Say my name, right?
This is what you were thinking? Oh,
he described me. He said, I'm the
What? Catch the Craze. You're listening to Catch the Craze. You're listening to Catch the Craze. Catch the Craze. You are listening to Catch the Craze on Catch the Craze. You're listening to Catch the Craze.
Candy girl.